Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while. I always say this. I was doing good for a bit there. You know, I was posting like every single week. I'm really proud of myself for doing that. But I have been focusing a lot on my social media accounts, especially my Instagram. If you want to go follow me, I post on there really consistently, a few times a week. I try to every day, but you know, doesn't always work out that way. The link is in the description below, otherwise you can just look up Your Modern Day Hippie and that's me. But yeah, that's where I've been, and also just work and life has just been getting at me, so I haven't really had the time to post or film and edit a YouTube video. But I'm brainstorming once again and figuring out topics that I can talk about and film about. So this video, we're going to talk about my first tattoo. And yeah, if you guys follow me on Instagram or are friends with me on Facebook, you've probably already seen a picture of it. But if not, here it is. Looks like this. It's just an outline of a cow's face and it says compassion right under there. Yeah, it's freaking adorable and I love it. And the meaning, just quickly, is of course because I'm vegan and veganism means a lot to me. It is my life, and this way I can always hold myself accountable and remember why I chose this life, and remember that I am responsible for the impact I have on the environment and the animals and my own health and the people of the world as well. So yeah, let's get into the story because there were some twists and turns and it was actually pretty freaking scary for a while there. Yeah. So, a lot of you will know that in April I took a trip to Portland because my wonderful boyfriend Brian got me a trip for my birthday, which was in March, and our trip was scheduled for April. So, I had been studying up on some things in Portland. You know, it's like the vegan mecca, like literally everything there, like there's a vegan option everywhere. And there's this vegan mini mall. It's like a strip mall kind of. It has 4 stores, I think, or shops, and it's on Stark, and it's really, really cool. There's a bakery called Sweet Pea, I think, Food Fight grocery store, Herbivore clothing, which I fell in love with. Brian got a wallet, and like I got a shirt that says "Eat Like You Give a Damn," and then like lip balm, and I got some presents for Paige and Lizzie. Such a cool place. And then on the end of that vegan mini mall is a all vegan tattoo shop. And for a couple years now, I'd been wanting a tattoo, but I just kind of got that crazy idea in my head and was like, why don't I go get a tattoo? Like, I just turned 20, like, it'll be fun. So I decided to get a tattoo. We booked the appointment for the last full day of our trip, so that I wouldn't be sore like during the actual trip. Just the plane ride home, which was fine. So our trip spanned from Thursday to Sunday. So we got there on Thursday, we had Friday and Saturday, 2 full days to explore, and then Sunday we were leaving. So we scheduled the appointment for Saturday afternoon. We called like 3 weeks in advance and I got it set up. I sent the template of what I was wanting, told them that the artist could change it up whichever way she wanted to, you know, to stylize it as her own, because I know some artists are really like particular about the kind of style of tattoos that they want to give. So I scheduled it for Saturday at 5:30. Put the down payment on it, everything, was super excited. So we decided that day to just explore some more of downtown Portland and then make our way back up to Stark later on in the day and just kind of explore the shops Herbivore and Food Fight, and just see what we could possibly take home as like our souvenirs from the trip. Once again, the appointment was set for 5:30. We got to the shop, we lifted there, and we got there like at 4:45. So I was like, we have plenty of time. Like, let's go through these shops, and they're super small, so it's not like we were like gonna spend 30 minutes in each store, whatever. Go into Herbivore, we like get the shirt, get the wallet, get the lip balm, the gifts, everything. We're like, this is so cool. And then we go into Food Fight, and we're like looking at stuff. This was like an amazing moment for me to be in a vegan grocery store where like I didn't have to read the labels of everything. And it's 5:05 at this point. I get a call, and I answer, and it's a Portland number, so I was like, okay, it's probably the tattoo shop. It is. And they're like, hey, just wanted to make sure that you're gonna be in on time. And I was like, yeah, like I'm actually just next door. I will be over there like right on time. And they were like, okay. And they sounded kind of weird, but I was like, oh, whatever, like maybe they're just worried because I'm visiting from out of town or something. So I get the idea in my head at that moment to be there a little bit more early than I expected. So I just grab a couple of things. We're walking out the door, and I'm getting another call from the same number, but I'm literally right next door, so I just hang it up and walk in. There's a girl sitting at the office on the phone who was the one calling me, obviously, and she was like, hey, are you Morgan? Yeah, you're late. What? It's 5:15. I'm not late. My appointment's for 5:30. I say, oh, pretty sure my appointment was for 5:30. She's like, no, it was for 5. Holy shit. What's happening? My heart literally sank in my chest. I got so scared. I didn't know what to do. So my artist says, well, we're really booked today. We overbooked, so if you don't like the drawing, we're gonna have to reschedule for another time. And I was like, another time? Like, this is my last full day in Portland. I live in Southern California. Like, it's not that easy for me to get up here, lady. So I was like, yeah, like, I'll see the drawing, of course. I'm like trying to be so like overtly pleasant to this person because I felt like shit for being late when she and the shop had overbooked, and like I didn't want to be a problem. Like, this was supposed to be something really special. And while she's going and getting the drawing, I'm like pulling up on my phone. I'm like, oh my god, did I really freaking do this to myself? And I pull up the email, and it literally says right there for 5:30. So I'm like, some kind of miscommunication must have happened, but I'm still like shitting bricks right now because my artist is like upset, and I'm like, this is my first tattoo. Like, I don't need some like angry artist like drilling into my skin, if you know what I mean. Like, I was so terrified. But while we're waiting, the receptionist goes over to the computer because she like overheard our conversation, and she chimes in and she's like, I just actually checked, like our email does say 5:30, but somehow the computer scheduled you for 5. Okay, so then I started to calm down a little bit, like I know this isn't my fault. It was just the scariest freaking thing. Like, I don't need some angry tattoo artist who like is in a rush, like chopping into my skin with that needle. Like, I did not need that. I was already nervous enough that it was my first tattoo. It all turned out fine. Allison was my artist that day. She was so sweet, and she did such an amazing job, and actually really helped out with some aftercare tips. You know, she told me to use coconut oil instead of like a white lotion like the regular like any other tattoo shop would tell you. She did that and was just really kind. She didn't mind us filming in there for the vlog and everything. So I'm super grateful for her, and I'm glad that like the situation was resolved and everyone apologized, and I was like, no, like it's fine. I'm just glad that like I didn't fuck up. Like, oh goodness, I can't even imagine. But yeah, that is the story of my first tattoo and how I was scared to death for a moment to get it. If you guys want to check out Scapegoat's Instagram page, I can link them down below. They are in Portland, Oregon. If any of you are going to travel up there anytime soon, I would highly recommend checking out their shop. Just make sure if you are going to get a tattoo, you call a few weeks in advance like I did, because they do overbook very quickly, so definitely heed that advice. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. There will be more coming up soon, I promise. And until next time, I will see you on the flip side.